Hey there, guys, and welcome to ABC News Highlights. My name is Nana Kwame Brobe.
My name is Golda Abadai.
And as usual, we are here to bring you the latest happenings going on in the country. We will dive into our first story and one that follows what we talked about yesterday, still on the independent presidential candidate hopeful Alan Kyerematen. So yes, in his first ever public interview since his announcement and decision and also declaration to run for the presidential race as an independent candidate, he has shared a narrative that seems to imply that he held the current chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Chairman Wontumi's hand into mainstream politics. That it was through him that he, Chairman Wontumi, a small town businessman, came into the limelight and known for politics. And now that he is the chairman of the NPP, when they're talking about anything concerning the party, he's the one chairing the debate. Well, it didn't sit well with Chairman Wontumi, and everybody that knows him expected some sort of response. Well, yes, he has responded through a statement issued by his special assistant, Andy Owusu, who refuted all claims by Alan Kyerematen and called them non-factual. And he was already a member of the NPP before he met Alan Kyerematen. And he also shared that he was even a sound supporter of the current president, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, and it wasn't even him. Even though he has admired him and has always supported him, it wasn't through him that he got to where he is at the moment.
So is the Ashanti region a stronghold for the NPP?
Yes, they are strongest, agree.
So you would say that given that Chairman Wontumi is the chairman for the NPP in the Ashanti region, he holds power?
Yes.
Well, he says it is not Alan Kyerematen who brought him into the party.
Yes.
He was already a member of the party.
Yes.
Well, everybody has a version, so
yeah, everybody seems to have a version, and he's still on his even though the press conference that Alan speaks seems to have ended, he's still speaking. So if he says anything more, we'll bring it to you.
We shall. On to our next story. So God is not with the NPP or the NDC. Prophet Kofi Odro. So, founder of Alabaster International Ministries, Prophet Kofi Odro, has asserted that the presence of God has departed from both the present government and its opposition party in Ghana. In a recent sermon, Prophet Odro expressed his belief that God's absence is reflected in what he described as madness in the actions of those in power. He emphasized that the presence of God is unmistakable when it rests upon an individual or a government, leading them to behave in a manner that aligns with divine guidance. However, he argued that the current political landscape indicates otherwise, suggesting a lack of divine influence. In his sermon, he said, "How can," and I'm quoting, "how can anybody tell this present government or their opposition that God is with them? Who has the boldness to talk that nonsense? God is with them. Don't you know when God is with somebody? If God is with someone, those people don't go through madness. It has been a long time since God has forsaken you people. I am telling you." And he went on to say that he told the Jubilee House, right? This is specifically meant for, the president's the Jubilee House and then, the president himself. He said, "Tell Jubilee House the Lord is against you. Tell Jubilee House judgment is on your head. Tell Akufo-Addo you are under judgment. Tell him I have told you the mind of God. The one who sent me has given me a message for you. I don't care who you are. I presented it as it is. Tell them they will never go scot-free. Anybody here who has spent people's money, you will pay. Take it from me. You will pay the price. I am telling you the mind of God." Looks like the man of God was on fire.
Yes.
He's very upset. So, yeah, he says God is not with either parties.
And rightfully said. And also, I love that for once, somebody from the faith, from the faith missions, is spearheading us demanding accountability from our leaders. And also, everybody likes to employ God in the election race to win. God is with me to win. God is with me to win. But when they do come into power, it looks like the God factor's effect is not felt as much when it comes to what they do. So
hence his argument.
Yes, if you say God is with you, you would expect more from you, but that is coming from Him. So we're moving on to our next story, and this is coming off the back of the Tema motorway interchange that is being built. So the Ghana Highway Authority has disclosed that starting 2nd October, this Tuesday, road diversions will happen to curb traffic as the second phase of the Tema motorway runabout construction is beginning.
It is. It is. It is. This will be a long journey for us who are always, using that route. So hopefully we find better routes that'll make it easy till we are done. So this is for you.
Yeah. They did also share that motorists and other people that will be using the different diversions be safe, because safety is definitely paramount. So if you use it, be safe, follow the new road diversion route. And yes, we hope that as they build this, it will be a step closer to fixing the motorway and all its many potholes.
Yes. On to our last story for the day. So this is not the time to display triumphalist arrogance. Boachi Ejaku to the MPP. He was part of, the finalist for the flag bearer race. He was part of the two who were supposed to, do the runoff, and then we'll decide who the fifth person would be to join the race for 4th November. But I think he stepped down, and after the former Minister of Trade and Industry decided to resign, he has a message for the MPP. He says, the unfortunate departure of Alan Kyerematen from our ranks must serve as a necessary and sufficient notice to us all and lead us to a time of deep introspection rather than a time for gloating or the display of triumphalist arrogance. The history of our tradition must teach us that the consequences of events such as now befallen us since the heady days of 1951 to date have always been negative and have cast a deep and lingering shadow on our electoral fortunes. At least my brother Kyerematen has put his thoughts and feelings on paper for all to appreciate. How about the many who harbor similar and maybe more petulant sentiments in their hearts but are not openly expressing same? There are many in our party today who have, out of dismay, resigned in their hearts and are only waiting to walk away from us at the ballot box. Now is the time to smoothen ruffled feathers and assuage wounded sentiments across the length and breadth of our party. Now is the time to examine ourselves if indeed we are true and faithful to the tenets and values of the UP tradition, or we have metamorphosed into an ugly shadow of what we should be. These must become the urgent task ahead of us. Those are some pretty serious words for a
Sure.
party he still belongs to.
True. And I think with everything that's been going on, he is one of the very few people that has said anything that I can tell he truly loves the NPP. Because this is not in any way the moment to celebrate or antagonize. It's creating a rift. And I think he's only right in seeing that and drawing attention to it. This has also happened in NDC at a time when there was a rift between the late J.J. Rawlings and at the time the management and administration of the party didn't help them and definitely affected their electoral fortunes. So yes, I think this is the only time I've seen anybody speak on this issue since Alan's declaration. And I can say he truly loves the party, and if only they will listen.
Hopefully they do. And we'd also like to know what you think. Do you agree with Mr. Ejakun? What are your opinions? Do share them in the comments. This has been ABC News Highlights. My name is Golda Abatayi.
And my name is Nana Kwame Brobe.
For more details, please visit abcnewsgh.com. Our social media handles abcnewsgh_. See you.